The beginning stage starts when the couple is married. The main goal of this stage is the adjustment to married life. During this stage, spouses learn to support each other in their work as well as in marriage. Marriage is a significant life transition for most adults. It involves taking on a new role as husband or wife and adjusting to life as a couple. In movies and real life, we often rejoice at weddings and view newlyweds as supremely happy beings because of their excitement and love for each other, high self-esteem, and feeling of security to be married to somebody for the rest of their lives. However, a study has found that the perception and satisfaction of newlyweds on their marriage decline after the first year of marriage. Their behaviors changed as well, with spouses saying, "I love you," hugging and kissing their partners, making each other laugh, and sexual intercourse becoming less frequent than when they were newly married. Though high marital satisfaction still holds steady for some couples, while it declines for others, the beginning stage of adapting to marriage involves some strains. Blissfully happy relationships often evolve into still happy but more realistic ones. This change may be because spouses start to see flaws in their partners that they didn't notice before their marriage when they were blinded by love, become too comfortable and take each other for granted, or have trouble living together, coping with life's problems. Whatever this may be, these circumstances are normal and can happen in every relationship. So how does the quality of a couple's relationship early in their marriage affect their marital adjustment later in life? According to Houston and his colleagues, couples who treated each other with love, positivity, and respect early on in their relationship could maintain a long and happy marriage, compared to couples who acted more negatively toward each other. To conclude, on average, the establishment phase of the family and life cycle involves a modest loss of enthusiasm in couples, although not for all. However, couples seem most likely to persevere when they can maintain a high level of positivity and supportive interaction to help them overcome the conflicts that arise in any relationship.
I am Leslie Hanson, and I will be discussing the second stage of the family life cycle, which is the childbearing stage. So the childbearing stage ranges from the expected birth of the child until the child is 2.5 years old. So this stage begins with expectant parenthood, when a couple is focused on the coming birth of their future child. So here the couple's focus will start to shift. When children are added to a family, a couple must adjust to their new roles as parents. The couple's focus will lean more on learning to meet their infant's physical and emotional needs while continuing to take care of themselves and nurture the relationship as a couple. They will also learn to deal with the physical and emotional stress and the joy of integrating a new member of the family. In this stage, there are also developmental tasks such as adjusting to increased family size, caring for an infant, providing a positive developmental environment, and balancing spousal, parenting, and wage-earning roles.
Hi guys, my name is Dominic Tanadora and I'll be discussing about the parenting stage. So the main goal of parenting stage is to reorganize the family to fit the expanding world of school-age children. So children receive increased freedom and responsibility as they grow old and as they mature. So in this stage, your child is entering kindergarten and meeting new people outside of the family. Now they want to go to a friend's house and have friends over. They can also begin to have a sport or any after-school related activities to have more social interactions. So the task of this stage is to, you really need to begin to get them ready for school at a good time. Make sure they eat breakfast, have lunch for school, and brush their teeth every day. And at night, you need to get them started on going to bed at the same time every night, brushing their teeth and showering each night. You also need to continue to have a safe home and to be always there for them in times of need. Now, the rewards of this stage is that there are many rewards that come from this stage. One of them being your child is learning independence and responsibilities that they have in school and to be able to express their feelings and what they want, and a better talker and a listener. And lastly, the challenges of this stage is that a challenge that can come up is when you have a child at a young age and you are not yet ready to commit to your significant other or partner, then this will lead to divorce or separation, which can be really hard for a child. And the other one is if you're older and you just recently had a child, then you're not going to be able to do a young parent can do, and you don't get to experience as much.
The next stage of family life is the launching stage, in which kids grow up and leave their parents' house, usually in their early 20s, to work and start their own families. The term empty nest describes the family after the departure of the last child, a phase of the family life cycle that became common only starting in the 20th century as people began to live longer but have fewer children. Though mom and dad might suffer from some empty nest syndrome when kids first leave, many remain involved in their kids' lives, often providing childcare for their grandchildren once their kids start having families of their own. Clearly, the emptying of the nest involves changes in roles and lifestyle for parents, particularly for mothers who have centered their lives on child rearing. Overall, however, parents react positively to the emptying of the nest. A positive experience with launching children is strongly influenced by the extent to which parents perceive that they've done a good job and that their children have turned out well. Whereas the entry of children into the family causes modest decreases in marital satisfaction, the departure of the last child seems to be associated with increases in marital satisfaction. After the nest empties, women often feel that their marriages are more equitable and that their spouses are more accommodating to their needs. Only a minority of parents find this transition disturbing. Additionally, as lifespans increase, many adult children find themselves in caregiver roles for their aging parents.
Hi, I'm Carlo Canera, and this is my report for the mid-year stage. This stage is your pre-retirement years, typically ranging from 55 to 65 years old. This begins when the last child is left home and continues until retirement. Parents often become grandparents and the couple plans for retirement. If your family has developed significant skills through the family life cycle, your children will be ready to leave home and ready to handle life's challenges. Free from everyday demands of parenting, you may choose to rekindle your own relationship and possibly your career growth. However, if you struggled with previous life phases, your children may not have learned from you all the skills they need to live on their own, and if you and your partner have not transitioned together, you may feel that you are no longer compatible. But remember, during this stage, you can still gain skills that you may have missed. Self-examination, education, and counseling are vital in this stage to enhance your life and help ensure a healthy transition to the next phase. You should also keep in mind that during this stage, your health and energy levels decline. Heart diseases, weight gain, arthritis, and menopause are evident during this stage, so you need to constantly keep an eye on your health. The goals you need in this stage, or the goals you need to focus on at this stage, is refocusing your relationship without children and refocusing your priorities without children, developing adult relationships with your grown children, and realigning your relationships to include in-laws and grandchildren when your children begin their own families.
Hi, my name is Ethan Bonaventura, and I will be talking about the aging stage of the family cycle. For most part, it is safe to say that this stage begins at retirement at around 65 years old and above. People in this stage usually break away from work and delve deeper into their hobbies and interests. People have different types of interests, so it's safe to say that we cannot pinpoint any specific interest that people in this stage has. During this phase of the family cycle, many changes occur in our lives. Welcoming new family members or seeing others leave your family is often a large part of this stage, as children of the people in this stage marry or they divorce, or people in this stage become grandparents. What is unique about people in this stage though is that they have built up experiences throughout their lives, so that they could use these experiences to impart knowledge to their grandchildren. Because as people in this stage age, so do their grandchildren, and these grandchildren will then learn to mature more properly due to the experiences imparted to by their grandparents.